My name is Stephen Hammerich. I'm the Wildlife Research Coordinator here at Pepperwood, and I just celebrated 12 years of employment here. The project that I work on is the Wildlife Picture Index, and it's a project that uses cameras set up on a grid across the landscape.
By bringing students out into the field, we give them an opportunity to see things, to hear things, to smell things, to feel things on their own.
Santa Rosa Junior College has partnered with Pepperwood Preserve to bring students two internship pathways, the Stephen Barnhart Herbarium Internship and the Conservation Science Internship.
It's a lot of obsidian. There is obsidian throughout all of here. Yeah, this is traditionally the home of the Wapo, who have been here for, I don't know, maybe like 8,000 years. We're probably walking where Native Americans walked.
At the edge of Sonoma County, just 25 minutes from Santa Rosa Junior College, Pepperwood Preserve opens into 3,200 acres of rolling hills and oak woodlands. Here, students are getting their hands dirty, trading classrooms for cover boards and textbooks for trail cams. It's the living classroom.
Our scrub jay, mostly poison oak free. Scorpion. Oh, look at that fungus. Big old fungus.
Interns don't just study ecology, they learn to see the land through an ecologist's
Here's
eye.
one of our drift camera traps. So the idea is that if a rodent or any amphibian is coming this way, it goes down to the end, it gets turned around and set back down the fence.
And for a lot of students, it becomes more than an internship. Pepperwood is the moment when curiosity becomes a calling. Somewhere between the field notebooks and the wildflowers, they start to see the world as a web of relationships and their own place in it.
My name's Janelle. This is my second year at the JC. One of the main reasons why I went into this internship was to solidify whether I wanted to do chemical environmental sciences. It does help a lot to be more exposed to other professionals in their fields and their experiences.
My name is Sochi Campos. I've been at the JC this is going to be my third year. I'm studying biology. I first started at Pepperwood in 2020 as a TNAT program that they do with the high schoolers. It's this is really influential on me because it's putting you in a position where you're actually doing what you would be doing at a real job.
For SRJC biology instructor Shawn Brumbaugh, there's no substitute for learning in the field.
So my name is Shawn Brumbaugh. I'm faculty in the biological sciences department. I think everything that we do in the classroom is so that we have a better understanding of what's happening out there in nature.
The preserve becomes an outdoor laboratory where students monitor wildlife and document subtle signs of ecological change.
The question about why is Sonoma County so special is a great question. And it's one of the things I talk to my students a lot about because I want them to appreciate what a remarkable place that we live in. And it really has to do with that Sonoma County is on this crossroads of climatic conditions. And we also have, because it's a very dynamic geologic area where we get lots of tectonic movement, that creates a lot of topographic sort of variation. So lots of mountain ridges and valleys, and that creates all these different microclimates, even within sort of these wetter or drier zones. Because of this, you can encounter vastly different plant communities just within a half hour.
That's the native blackberry. Yep, that's not the Himalayan.
People in general are spending less and less time in nature, so I think it's a really important role as educators to take them to those places and encourage them and even show them how to interact with it.
So you guys know about fairy rings when it comes to redwood trees? Okay, so this is what they call a fairy ring, and so you'll notice that there's...
And a lot of this is really about learning how to observe.
A couple years ago, we started doing acoustical monitoring in our forest monitoring plots, and we knew that we had 4 different species of bats here at Pepperwood. And after doing the analysis on that acoustical data, we determined that we had identified 13 of the 16 possible bats that are known to be in this area.
And the objective is just really to notice patterns, because that's the objective of science, is to understand the patterns of nature. So I feel it's the gateway in how to do good science.
For those who want to explore Pepperwood, they offer more than just student internships. Members of the community can join guided hikes, take classes, or volunteer on the land. The California Naturalist and Climate Stewards courses are also available on alternating years.
I think it's important for students to spend time in nature because it's good for their mental health. There are a number of studies that have been coming out over the last decade that are showing that time spent in nature improves mental health. It lowers anxiety, depression. It gives people more of a sense of connection, a sense of place. And I think it's really important that we help students experience that so that they can continue that on their own.
In the end, bringing people into nature isn't just good science. It's good for the land and for those learning to care for it. By watching the living world closely, we learn something simple and profound: how to slow down and be present. In places like Pepperwood, curiosity becomes a tool, one that students carry with them long after they leave the preserve.